Hey guys, this is Financial Fitness and I'm back with the Economic Ninja.
Hey guys, how you doing?
We were talking this morning over breakfast about the massive deflation thing that very well could happen sooner or later. It's going to happen sometime. And what's going to happen to the price of silver? And I was talking to him and his answer was incredible and I wanted to get it on camera. So what happens when we have this thing where everything goes down?
Okay, so first off, we're talking about silver. Actual real silver. It's pretty cool. I love it. Yeah, so something really interesting that happens in silver, and let's talk about 2008 and actually 2020, March 2020. Oh, nice. Yeah, it just disappeared. The paper price of silver and gold went down. Why? Because large funds have to have to get rid of and move to cash. So they've got to sell something. So if they're involved in like precious metals, if they're invested in stocks, as certain parts of the economy start to tank, they have to sell something of theirs to raise cash because they have to, if they're in margin, they have margin calls, they've got to pay for those. Or fear and uncertainty means they want to run to cash, hoping they're going to be able to catch even more of a bottom, right? So what happens is paper, gold, and silver start to tank. But it's really interesting because the premiums over a price of silver, and that silver coin that I just showed you is just a 1 ounce, I love these coins, and I actually got it from a subscriber, an awesome subscriber of mine. Cool. Yeah, in our Denver meetup. That's 1 ounce pure silver, and it runs right now about, if you get a good deal, $3 over the cost of spot. So let's say this is $3 over the cost of spot, and as the price starts to dip down and go down during either a market crash or a correction, it stays pretty level, right? But here's the problem: as people like all of us go, "Oh my gosh, that's a good deal," and we start to buy it up, what happens is the inventory starts to go away. And what we saw in 2020, it was really fast. It was literally almost overnight. And you go to AppMex and all these online dealers, which I think you have a affiliate link to,
SD Bullion. Yeah. I'll pin it in the comments and leave it in the
I've been using them for years. I love them, right? And that premium goes down, so people like us are racing to go buy the bullion. Well, what happens is SD Bullion's selling it, their computers are selling it, but then they're trying to buy more out in the market, and at some point, they're not able to get it. What happens then? Whatever's left in their inventory, the premium starts to expand. So in 2008, when the Lehman Brothers crisis was going on, from the summer, it was just trending downwards, and you were getting some good deals. But when the Lehman crisis actually occurred, it started to really tank. It came down to, I believe, $9. I couldn't, with a spot price of $9, I couldn't get an ounce of silver for under $20. So you could see that just explosion in the premium price.
How do you think the government's going to handle the deflationary thing? What are they going to do?
Massive money printing.
And what is that going to do for the price of silver?
It'll actually explode. Because what will happen is, as they start to print tons of money and as it gets into the economy somehow, either into the investors, institutions' hands, or to Main Street, what they're going to do is they're going to run to all these assets to try and secure their purchasing power, and it's going to explode in price. And actually, we saw this during quantitative easing when the Lehman Brothers crisis happened. Precious metals bottomed in November of 2008, about 8 weeks, I think, after a Lehman Brothers crisis happened. The stock market didn't stop falling till the spring of 2009, and by then, gold and silver were already cranking up on a multi-year bull run.
So this knee-jerk reaction is going to be really neat.
Yeah.
You can kind of compare it to the sickness that's going on, and there's a lot of things that we were talking about earlier that I never thought I would see. Yeah. People are doing things I never thought would do. Yeah. It's really nutty, and you can kind of relate that to what's going to happen with the financial system.
People have lost their minds, literally. Yeah. They have a hard time grasping truth or even taking the time to search for the truth, right? They just literally will read headlines now and believe the whole story, and they haven't read the story. Mm-hmm. And most of the time, headlines are just there to capture your attention, right? And it's not even capturing attention. So that's how you know this crash. And I'm sorry, it's hard not to laugh because it's going to be magnanimous because literally, to have a bunch of people already running around not really understanding what's going on, when the markets start to turn, when they do, and we don't know when they're going to happen, but I believe it's sooner than later, they are going to lose their minds and liquidate everything they have. And it'll be sharp and fast, in my opinion.
When people run to sound money, it's going to be unbelievable.
Yes, I agree. But it won't happen at the time people expect. So that's why I say, don't put all your money into it. Take your time, ease into these things, because there's times when you need liquid cash. And if the metals aren't doing what you want them to do, that's when people just go, oh, look, it's not I shouldn't have bought it. You're like,
See, I did that. I made a. It wasn't a mistake, but I got into gold and silver miners about 3 years too early. Right now, it's probably been a better time to get in. But
Yes.
that's hindsight.
yeah.
I could have put that money in crypto. I could have had it in real estate. I could have had stocks this whole time.
Yeah, well, you were into stocks and real estate and stuff, crypto, that was like that greed move. People wanted the big moves, and that's why it moved faster. Gold and silver are security and something that happens, it goes up when people are afraid. So that's just, you were just more afraid beginning because you had more of an... See, people that understand what's going on in the economy have a much better way of seeing history, right? What's happened in the past, so they can project on the future. So they're seeing like what I was seeing in 2005. The market was collapsing, and everyone was laughing at me because prices were going up. They understand that the collapse happens way before the day everyone runs to the bank.
Yeah, that's really cool. I'm excited. I know I'm early, and I know you're early. You have a habit of being early.
Yes.
And you feel wrong, but we're not wrong. We're early.
Yeah, but not only are you early, you have time to become bigger than you ever thought, because time is what grows wealth. Everyone, speculators have no concept of time. Wealthy people do, because the longer it takes, the more wealth you obtain, and when it explodes, then you're uber wealthy.
Yeah, very good. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. This is Financial Fitness. I will see you tomorrow.